Hey guys, welcome to Dragon Ball 03. So, today we will be covering Dragon Ball Z Gekishin Squadra, a new game we just launched over a week ago. I think it's almost 10 days now. And I want to show you guys the surprising part is this I thought this game will be exclusive to the like Switch 2 or something. Thought it's a new game, so they won't support Switch 1. I mean, they will support because, yeah, the hardware is one thing, other issue, but yeah, it is one of the most second, like, let's just I forgot the number though, but yeah, it is a pretty well sold console. But yeah, power restrictions or something like graphical things or like a somewhat skeptical about that. But surprisingly, it has both Switch 1 version and Switch 2 version. Though it is not exactly having specific Switch 2 version, it's more of like Switch 1 version. That's it, scaled up. The reason I say that is because I'll be showing you the comparison in just a moment. So again, this is on Switch OLED, and please do excuse my Switch screen. I forgot to clean it earlier. I was just doing a testing of this, then I thought, okay, let's just go with this video itself. So as you can see, yeah, everything's running pretty smooth, and this entire thing is running on 30 FPS actually. So yeah, everything is pretty smooth and buttery thing. The annoying thing about this is what I would say is that like example Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, then Solo Leveling Arise, then Wuthering Waves, all this and all. If they wanted, they could have made Switch 1 version, but they did not make. Mostly, I feel this because that was like some sort of technical issue, or not on the graphic part. I feel, but more on the gacha side, I guess. Since because they do most of the gacha, like what is it called? Gacha calculations, what was done, it's done on their server. So I'm not sure if that was the issue or what was the exact issue. So as you can see here, you can see on the right hand corner there, it's like giving still log 30 FPS, and there's the ping over there. This is just again training mode. So here, yeah, the ping you shouldn't bother, but you can see it's giving like pretty good FPS actually here. And again, this game is like pretty much available on all platforms from day one. Switch 1 and 2, then again Android and iOS, as well as then Windows and PS5. I'm not sure about the Xbox though. You can check out my channel. Actually, I did a live stream from the PS5 of this game. As you can see, it's running pretty good actually. There's no surprise in that part because even Fortnite works on this, and yeah, those will run actually way better on the Switch too. But again, yeah, here it's still like somewhat surprising, right? This game is like multi-platform from day one. Yet Genshin and other things are not yet here, especially solo leveling. I think that would have been much better to play on the Switch. And now let me switch to the Switch 2. Okay, pun intended there, like so many switches are here now. Okay, so as you can see here, this is again much bigger. And honestly, you guys want me, the display is pretty good actually. I was kind of like skeptical about this myself because it is again LCD compared to OLED what I've been used to now. But yeah, it looks and runs really, really great. But I feel like one downside is that this game runs 30 FPS even on the Switch 2. That's mostly because the devs have decided that. And again, it doesn't feel like it's still running 1080p though. Again, sorry about the display. I should have just cleaned and recorded actually. I'll do that from the next video. But again, let's just go into this one again. It's going here, playing now. And loading up again. And honestly, that virtual game card is a bit annoying part though. That will require a different video. I'll do that later. But for now, let's just go here. And it's loading. Though it doesn't seem like it's making use of the Switch 2 hardware that much, I guess, because the loading speeds aren't exactly that much different actually compared to both the games. And you can see here, let's just go again. The UI and everything's running smooth. Though it doesn't seem to be like that different though. It just feels like it is slightly higher, but it's not. This is also running on 720p actually. Here you can not notice the difference in this big part, but here in small pieces you will feel like somewhat it's slightly, not that much until you're like one less pixel peaking. Yeah, it does look a little bit this one though, slightly dullish, like it's not like exactly 1080p. But I'm thinking this is more of like logged 720p rather than that is like a bit more lower res, I guess, which is on the Switch 1 version. And yeah, so here this thing is there. And this game is actually like playable on it, but I feel like this is much more like much more better to play on a touchscreen device. But yeah, here it is. Everything is working fine. Let's try running a game, I guess, because that'll show the real life usage there. And here in stores and everything is there. I mean, the annoying point in this game is that it's hard to buy new characters. Yeah, it's pretty limiting right there. And let us now let's start in the match or something here. You can see on the home screen everything's running smooth actually. That's so nice. And it's starting now, loading. Again, since this game is new, little bit it does take a little bit longer for matchmaking and stuff like that. And it's loading. Just a second now. The annoying thing is that sometimes, yeah, players cancel in this. That is the annoying part, I would say. Excuse me about that. And now, again, it's loading again here. But it'll be nice actually, because Switch 2 is right now for me, it's kind of a bit boring because I haven't bought any, like, except for Mario Kart World. Apart from that, there's no, like, proper Switch 2 game, I would say, because everything which is coming is like, seems like, okay, Switch 1, then ported to Switch 2. It's like that rather than specifically made for the Switch 2. I mean, Donkey Kong, that, like, I think that is like one of the best looking and performing gaming on the Switch 2, I would say. But again, that requires a different video. So let's just go back to this one now. And it's starting and loading. Let's go with Goku here again. And everyone is ready now. Though even though everyone is ready, I have to still wait for 40 seconds. That is a bit annoying part in this. But honestly, this game is good, don't get me wrong. But I feel like, if they was just making a traditional MOBA game with just Dragon Ball Z characters, I think that will be even much more better, I guess. But these guys, they want to stay unique. And yeah. Oh yeah, one more thing actually. If you guys are playing this and you suppose you lock or what is it called, close the game or decide to just like lock put it to sleep and keep it away. If you are coming back even after closing the game, it will resume if you are in the middle of the match. That is one nice thing to notice actually. It does behave like similar to how it does on mobile and stuff like that. Though I'm not sure if that will work same on the PS5 or no. That I need to test out, I guess, on the PS5 later. But again, for now, let's just go here. Though this game has pretty annoying ping though. I have a pretty good Wi-Fi, yet still my ping is bad. I'm not sure if it's because of the server or like I have been selected, what is it called? Like joined a pretty far server or something like that. And here you can see Goku and hit. But this game has some small nice details of when you're taking characters, right, which are supposed to work together or fight, they are like villains or something like that. They have pretty nice, interesting dialogues over there. But apart from that, yeah, you can see it's going on there. This game is good though. Like, it is somewhat comfortable if you're playing for like 5-10 minutes on Switch 1 and Switch 2, I guess. But if you're playing for long session, like maybe half an hour, 1 hour, then you get a little bit of cramps, I guess, a little bit hand cramps. I need to get a like case for the Switch 2, I guess. It will make it a bit more comfortable. Honestly, one of the unknown thing about Switch 2, I would say, is like the battery life, I guess. It is just little way bad. It's not little, it's very, very bad compared to Switch Oled, which I have. And yeah, it would be nice to see that. But again, sorry about the crappy gameplay because I'm recording and playing here. So visibility isn't exactly great. And if you guys have made this far into the video, guys, please do consider liking and subscribing if you haven't already. And see you in my next video. Bye-bye. Thank you all for watching.